When we had last left, this man, whose name was probably Harry Dubois, they had recently departed from the offices of none other than Everard Clare, where they had made several arrangements and learned several critical pieces of information. Along the way back, did they travel through new areas and met new people? Yes, a man in cowboy boots sitting on top of some scaffolding railing who gave them a key, the key to leave a door unlocked, a hidden secret super weird threat, one reserved for a weasel. And they've also progressed over toward the big area where there is a huge hullabaloo. A giant of a man was stood attempting to break through the strike, one of the scabs that Harry had heard so much about. But there was something off about this man. Indeed, it seemed as though his story just didn't quite add up. However, nothing really yet came of it. But there was quite a lot more to delve and dig into. This is Disco Elysium. Welcome back. Where should we go next? I think we check in with Kuno? We could also check in with this racist man, right? Now that we've seen his vehicle, maybe he has new racist things to say to us. What's up, racist man?
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Maybe. Look, okay, so that's what the fucking off was all about, right? We were correct in our assumption there. But look, for the first time, there's like a bug here. Huh? I guess it's not super important, though. Let's see. You're a lorryman, right? What's your stance on drugs? Oh yeah, we can interrogate him, huh? About the drug smuggling situation. Drugs? They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body. He takes a long drag on his cigarette. Why not? You know where that shit comes from? Saramiriza, Safar, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage. Racial economic sabotage. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of Martinez. Listen, I agree. It's our responsibility to keep this poison off the streets of Revachol, right? That's all I need to know. Now let me ask you something else. So I take it you're not smuggling drugs out of here. Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe. Ooh, breakthrough imminent. Oh, the lieutenant. So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B? I don't know shit, and if I did, I wouldn't tell you. He puffs on his cigarette. Then what are you still hanging around here for? Most other camionneurs have left. What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded? Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little... This is definitely a slur, right? Good God. But I guess because it's against Asian-appearing people, I'm definitely allowed to say it, right? It's those little kips sneaking around at night. And also, if someone who wasn't said it, I think I'd be okay with it because, you know, it's in-universe, right? And there's no malicious intent. Though, of course I don't speak for everyone, right? But I would be okay with it. If they touch my stuff, the bosses will be on my ass, like ass cancer. I did see one lorry with the trailer doors open on my way here. Do you know what happened? Did I see one? I don't even remember. Let's say that. Got 5 XP for asking the racist lorry driver. Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved his country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Whirling and Rags when some kipped boys smashed his lock and took damn near everything. Lost his fucking job over it. He takes a long suck on his cigarette, appearing to savor the taste. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to. Bad for him, I guess. Serves him right. Yeah, fuck him, serves him right. The man shakes his head, dismayed, furiously pulling on his cigarette. It's a fucking travesty, is what it is. If it's not you, then who's running drugs through Terminal B? You think he knows and he'll tell us? Oh, man. Of course he would say this, right? Isn't it obvious? Fucking... That's not how he sounds at all. It's French. It's light French accent. He doesn't have like a... What is that? Is that Welsh? I'm sorry, people from the UK. I don't know all of the dialects by name. Let's... Fucking Sileng. That beady-eyed South Samaran. He spits on the ground. His little side business is a scam. I wouldn't be surprised if he was peddling drugs as well. Wait, the street vendor south of here? That guy's a lorry driver? Of course he is a lorry driver. What? He tell you he's just some simple businessman or some shit? He's selling his employer's stuff after he broke the seals on his humanoid lorry. Or humanox, maybe. His tribe are natural liars. It's in their blood. He nods in a sagely manner. Then another puff on the cigarette. He's your man, all right. 100%. I wouldn't be so sure about it. Not until we've heard what Sileng himself has to say. Guess we need to pay Sileng a visit, then. Guess so. He grins, contented with himself. I think this guy's just being a racist lorry driver, as is his name. We're done for now, right? Like, I think Sileng is up to no good with pawning off shit from his lorry and all that stuff, right? That probably isn't all above board. But I don't think he's in drug trade, right? Because if you were doing that, why would you also create another vector for you to get caught? If anything, you know what I bet? I bet it's the really cool chill dude down here, right? Because he's kind of unassuming. Remember the guy who was singing? I don't know. Alright, let's see. What's this thought? Alright. The precarious world. What was this all about again? Was this about, like, having a fucking existential crisis? I can't even remember. I think this is the one that made it to where we failed all of our red checks, though. Thought complete. The precarious world. How not to lose. Oh, no, I remember. We learned about this when we were talking to the novelty dice maker, right? It is impossible not to. What? How not to lose. It is impossible not to. The world is balanced on the edge of a knife. It's a game of frayed nerves. You're pushed on by numbers and punitive measures, pain, rejection, and unpaid bills. You can either play, or you can crawl under a boat and waste away. Turn into salt, or a flock of seagulls. Your enemies would love that. Or you can fight. The only way to load the dice is to keep on fighting. Critical success and failure thresholds lowered by 1. Huh. So if we lower the failure threshold, does that mean we're less likely to get a critical failure, or we're more likely to get a critical failure? Alright, I'll take it. Let's see. Alright. Yeah, sure. Cool. Yeah, we have some thoughts. We got some thoughts here. Let's get out of there. Do I have any levels banked? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. And we do also have a check we could pull off as well, right? Let's see here. Yeah, the electronic doorbell, Volition. Fuck, we should do that. Okay, let's definitely hit up that doorbell, because that's so fucking weird and cool, right? Here we are, up here. Let's try it again. Let's see if anything weird as hell happens once more. Volition 5. Do we have anything to bring up our Volition, though, real quick? Do we have anything bringing it down? Doesn't look like it, but can we put it up anymore? No, I don't think so. We could do some drugs. Should we do some drugs? We can raise our Volition that way. It will damage my health slightly. Is it worth it? Maybe it is worth it, right? 3 health? we can live with that. Even if we do decide to go, like, duke it out with the most violent man in Revachol later. I think we can do it. Let's do drugs right now. Alright. Hell yeah, baby. Pyroholodon. Here we are. 58% still, it says. And do I have to do anything with this? I just automatically... Oh, there we go. Ooh. Fucking A. Doing drugs. 72% chance. Alright. Volition, challenging 12. Slipstream SCA. Fucking A. Got the drugs. Volition, challenging success. Whatever she says, it can't hurt you. You're a different person now. Stronger, healthier, and... Alright, maybe not healthier, but it's a bonus that you've drunk so hard you can't remember any of your past relationships. Oblivion's the ace in your corner. Call her again. Press the doorbell to Slipstream SCA. There's a light buzz as you press the doorbell, waiting for her to answer the call. It's cold outside, and you can hear the wind blowing into the speaker. Physical instrument, medium success. A strange metallic taste fills your mouth as you stare at the intercom. Tricentennial Electrics. Yes, hello, this is Tricentennial Electrics. It's the same voice you heard before. Have you come to place an order? Hi, it's me again. I wanted to talk to you. Last time we talked, there was some confusion. You got me mixed up with someone else? Let's see. I wanted to talk to you. My God. Here come the bad vibes again. Relax. Distance yourself from it. What? Please don't hang up. I just want to explain myself. Yeah, please don't hang up. Before you can finish your sentence, the voice continues speaking. It's you. My God, I didn't think I would hear your voice again. Wait, are you repeating your words? Didn't you already say that the last time we talked? Is this a recording? Huh. This must be... Maybe this is part of the game. Remember the role-playing game that they were making, and somehow it's bugged out. Huh. Wait, are you repeating your words? Michelle, just please. Even her breathing, the way her voice drops when she finishes a sentence sounds exactly the same. Why did you even call? I don't understand. You've been gone for months, she continues. I thought you didn't care. Do you think it's funny, deceiving a police officer? Just stop it already. Stop repeating your words. It doesn't matter what I say, you're just going to continue, right? No, let's go into it. Just stop it already. Stop repeating your words. The voice from the intercom doesn't answer, but you can hear her breathing. Wind blows into your microphone again, crackling and echoing in the box. Physical instrument, medium success. Your hands are getting cold, and your breathing becomes visible, forming small silvery puffs in the air. Is it over? Can we talk now? Thank you. Now tell me, who's responsible for this joke? Is it over? Can we talk now? Ever since I came to work here, it's been different. As if my mind's been wiped clean. Say nothing. Let's just keep listening, I guess? It's so nice. It's so nice to be able to finally forget about you. And then it hits you. You're a recording. She tries again not to cry, and still doesn't succeed completely. Her quiet sobs sound old and distant, as if her voice is being played off a wax cylinder. Empathy, medium success. Real or not, your mirror neurons react. It feels painful to be listening to this. Half-light, medium success. Anger boils up in your chest. Just a recording. And here I thought, why does it still feel like it's my fault? Go ahead, ancient recording. Cry then. Why does it still feel like it's my fault? Her sound melts into the static from a long-distance phone call. From time to time, you can hear people talking in the distance, but can't make out any words. This is where you hung up the call last time, but the recording is still going. Keep listening. A phone rings in the office with an old-fashioned chime, and someone walks by in a pair of heels. The static is like a warm blanket, wrapped around the sounds. Is anyone there? No one replies, but the static grows stronger like rainfall. Then a female voice speaks out, completely different from the one before. Glorious and total, somehow, crawling inside your head. Shivers, medium success, all caps. For 300 years, I have been here, volatile and luminous, made of sodium and rain. If you want me, you can find me on the beach. Dans le dernier bal. So, the strange alien pattern ends. The lieutenant cuts in, inspecting the intercom. It was a recording trapped in the circuitry from some ancient tenant. This sometimes happens. Shall we conclude here? We have other mysteries to solve. Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? Something weird just happened to me. Just hang up the call. Wait, a recording trapped in the circuitry? I don't have time to explain it to you right now. Maybe sometime later. He looks at the sea, almost wistful. Something weird just happened to me. 5 XP. Don't take this the wrong way, but during our short stint working together, something weird is almost always happening to you. Fair enough. Logic, easy success. That is true. Okay, leave. Weird. Yeah, it was weird, huh? Okay. Let's re-equip our garbage bag here. Huh. Okay, so did we get like a complete or whatever with that? That wasn't even really a task though, it was just a weird random event. Huh. Okay. We have this empathy check that we could perform on Tommy. Right? That could pay off in some way. We could also check back in on Kuno. We have a lot we could check in on everywhere. Right. Okay. Let's see. Let's check in on Kuno, right? Kuno's right over here. Here we go. Yep. Body is still there. I bet at some point it will just fall down, right? It totally looks like it. I mean, how many more rocks can the body take? Maybe it'll split in half or something. Hey, Kuno.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
The boy turns to you. He doesn't care. I talked to Manana about the armor. Task complete. Where's the rest of the armor? Gained XP 10. So? He raises his eyebrows, projecting aggressive indifference. Suggestion medium success. You should thank him. Nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job, Kuno. He told me you promised to sick the pigs on him. He said to thank you. Wasn't too keen on chasing down the armor anyway. He said you're now the king of the entire Jamrock? Maybe we should just be kind of humble about complimenting him. Just say nothing. The tip really paid off. Good job. Let's say that. Oh, what? He quickly looks around. Don't be playing Kuno off as a snitch, bitch. The oldest trick in the book, people. Are you snitching, Kuno? This is some ancient bullshit, people. He addresses the surrounding windows. Kuno would rather take 10 than snitch. Pig's full of shit. Get the fuck out of here. I leveled up. 5 XP from hearing that. You found rhetoric. You found a real nice button to push. Turn the tables on him. Really? Okay. Okay, I'm off. Kuno doesn't fucking care! See ya, Kuno. Let's head on over here. check our unit here. Done. What did we complete? Oh yeah, checking back in with Kuno. Gotcha. Alright. Active. So many active. We could check in on the borscht situation as well, because we're right here. Or maybe we check back in with Tommy. What other checks do we have that we can retry? Let's see. Esprit de Corps at Joyce, but that's legendary. Map wall. Challenging. There's one up top here as well. Barbell, legendary. Ugh. Huh, the sleeping dock worker, though, is back. But where at? Because we didn't see them in there anymore. Weird. Maybe they're only there after a certain time of day? Let's see. Is the sleeping dock worker back in here sleeping? Let's take a quick look. Don't be afraid to say weird things. People are more forgiving to persons of power, like police officers. Right, we read that before. Is the sleeping man back? No, he is not. Maybe the sleeping man is awake. Did we see him in there? I don't even remember really what he looked like. Didn't he have like a red beanie on? Maybe he was this guy? I don't know. I can't recall. Let's head on back out. We'll talk to these folks later. We do also need to check in with Garte, right? At some point. I think we try and roll a check against Tommy here now while we're still on drugs, right? Look, yeah, Power Holodon, 45 minutes of the high remaining. Okay, let's see. What did we need to roll against Tommy? Empathy, which I'm totally down with getting more empathy. Okay, let's try it. Let's see here. Pump me up, baby. Boom. Accept. Great, and then we can roll against Tommy again.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Ooh, look. 92% chance. Empathy, formidable. 13. What do you see in his eyes? Right. Empathy, formidable, success. In his eyes? A half-familiar longing. Flecks of brown and gold. Familiar how? It's hard to say. His gaze wanders southwest, down the street that goes beyond the horizon. Shivers medium success. The road continues for miles, flowing together with other roads, turning into causeways or bridges, ending suddenly in dead ends, or ramping up or down highways. It forms a crisscross pattern across the land. Where does it lead? Above the Jamrock Quarter, in the form of a raised motorway, and then the never-ending sprawl of Faubourg. Faubourg? High above buildings, new and old, the air filled with the rumble of motor engines. Further. To the old, old south, to the farthest outskirts of Revachol, through the checkered fields of farmland, upstream to the river Esperance, past Monte Martin. The border approaches. What's beyond the border? You cannot see. It's out of the city. Up ahead, the mist blocks all sight. A gale blows across your cheeks. It is cold. Before you, stands a tall lorry driver with sad eyes. What's in the southwest? Excuse me? He emerges from the reverie. I'm a cop. I can fix anything. Really, you can tell me. Hell, I get longing. What? Hell, I get longing. I've felt something similar since I woke up. Let's say this. Really, you can tell me. Man, he sighs. I don't know what to say. Not much anyone can do. There's no help in an absence, you know. I miss my family. They're all I have. My wife, a second kid on the way, waiting all the way in Deora. And here I am, stuck in this shit, so far from home. Deora? Deora of the Seven Seas. It's on the other end of Lake Caillou. Pretty much on another island, called Laurentide. off mainland. We've got a little place there. I can almost hear my kid laugh when it snows. What's it like to miss someone? What's it like? Good and bad. An ache that brings you joy. He smiles warmly. I think of him a lot. I dream up these silly scenarios in great detail, of living with them. It comforts me. There's a pause and a sigh. Then he turns his eyes to you. What about you, cop man? You missing someone? This is, isn't this like very true to life? You often hear a lot about, lonely truckers and stuff, right? And not like lonely even in a horny way, but lonely in the same way as this guy, like you have a family, right? I mean, shit, in the United States, I believe it is still, like, by a wide margin, the most popular profession is to be a truck driver, right? And for better or worse, that will soon probably change dramatically once automation rolls around. Very, very auspicious things to even consider, right? All these people who will be without work in some way or another. Alright, continue. Inland Empire, medium success. Is that what it is? This feeling? Half-Light, easy success. No, it's scarier than that. You're pursued by a hunter, smelling of apricots and sorrow, and the past. I miss my gun. I lost it. I'm fine, man. I don't miss anyone. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. No, I feel hunted. Huh. Who should we lean into? Let's say this. I miss someone, but I don't know who it is. I feel for you, my friend. It's bad enough to know who you miss. Missing like that doesn't feel like it has much of an upside. 5 XP. But thanks for this. It's nice to talk to someone. And I know it wasn't easy to ask. He smiles. I hope you find your way through your own troubles. Alright, now let's ask him about drugs. You seem like a man who knows about drugs. Oh man, me and narcotics go way back. He folds his hands behind his head and leans back. I had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But he pauses, letting the memory dissipate. Those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now. Why the inquiry, my man? Suggestion medium success. Just be straight with him. Do you finance other addictions with drug trafficking? I need to get high, and I'm looking for a dealer. Let me be straight with you. I'm trying to figure out who's smuggling drugs out of Terminal B. Let's be straight with him. Suggestion said so. The lieutenant steps in. We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive to Jamrock. Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Shit's bad enough anyway. This jam's got folks up in arms, and I'm afraid it's headed toward a conflagration. Wait, then why are you still hanging around? Gotta guard the stuff. Bosses don't look kindly on missing cargo. And it gives me time to work on my rhymes. Who do you think could be conducting the drug trade then? Look, man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol. I'm a guest here. You really need to find another man to probe with those questions. Empathy, challenging success. It's not a lie, it's something else. Impossible to say what at this point. But there's something in him. Some trepidation. Ooh. And that was a challenging success on empathy. Conceptualization formidable 13. He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse. We're so bad at conceptualization. Hang on. That's all for now. Bye. Let's see. Do I have any way to increase my conceptualization? Oh, fuck. I might already be doing it. Let's see. Drama. Nope. Okay. Let's take this roll.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. What's on your mind?
Okay, conceptualization formidable 13. He's a poet. Hit him with your best verse. 17% chance. Wow, we crit it! Check success, baby! Oh my god! I'm spitting fire over here, motherfucker! Conceptualization, formidable success. Wait, there's something here. Stored away in some dusty corner. It starts like... A mirror's temperature is always 0. It is ice in the veins. Its camera is an X-ray. Whoa. He leans in, his eyes bright with attention. What else? It is a chalice held out to you in silent communion. Silent communion, that's good. He's transfixed by the words. Where gaspingly you partake of a shifting identity never your own. Dang, he grunts, unable to suppress his reaction. That's some great shit. You came up with that yourself? Inland Empire challenging success. Did you? I don't really know. I think that may be an actual poet, and I've learned it by heart. I'm just a vessel for the muse. I think the words are mine, yes. I don't really know. No matter. Great verse is like that sometimes. Ephemeral. You might not look it, but seems you have some literary chops. Maybe there's hope for me yet. That's a strange compliment. Just messing with you. It's cool. You're an okay guy for a cop. For a cop? They're more often into fists and rhymes, see? Let alone honesty in verse. Esprit de corps medium success. In a small office behind the old military hospital, hunched over the green glow of his desk light, Officer Hans Blau browses through a test print of his Futurist magazine. It's called The Futurist. The typeface on the header is too small. Any organization gets all kind of folk. I'm sure we try our best. I'm doing what little I can to do right by people. No joke, man? Fuck the police. Let's say that. Hell yeah. No joke, man? Fuck the police. The lieutenant closes his eyes and lets slip a loud, long sigh. 5 XP. He says, if you say so, officer. He gives you a cautious thumbs up. Fuck. Right. Of course, yeah, because we're a cop talking to him. Inland Empire, easy success. You found some common ground with this man. Even impressed him. The next time you look in the mirror, though, remember those words. Oh, shit, in the mirror. That's all for now. Bye. Should we go look in the mirror real quick? What the fuck? Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Mirror. Oh, motherfucker. But that's the only one we can repeat, is the electrochemistry check. Oh, shit, we should do it then. Do I have anything else to grant me electrochemistry? I think I do, don't I? Yeah, my gloves. My fucking gloves, man. There we are. How about anything else? Now, that'll do. Okay. Let's fucking do it. Let's see if we can't, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck we'll do in this mirror, but it's an electrochemistry check, so it's gotta be good. Red checks can be tried only once. Failed white checks, yeah, we know all that. Not all too many load screen tips, huh? Alright. Hey, this is new music. Never heard that before. Okay, here we are. And let's go check the mirror. Here we are. Good. Anything else in here that's changed? I don't think so. But I can look in my mirror now and... the expression. Electrochemistry impossible. 18. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. 42% chance because we recited the poem. Comma Tommy. Recited the poem, Tommy. What? What else is there? Encyclopedia and interfacing. Okay, let's try it. Attempt to stop the expression from happening. I failed it. Electrochemistry, impossible failure. Still not happening. It won't come off that easy. Fuck. Alright, fine. Let the mirror be for now. So all throughout the day, I'm making this fucking expression. I'm just looking like a fucking jack-off. It's my constant expression. Alright, let's check down here. Double-click to run. Press space to stop. Yeah, we read that at the beginning, didn't we? Alright. Shit, where should we go next? Let's see. Do we have any other checks that popped up? No. We could get a point in electrochemistry and try it again, but we don't have anything else that is electrochemistry. Ay, ay, ay. What's down here? What is this? Interfacing. Oh. Okay. I wonder if we re-equip the chain cutters, if we can then fix the shit there, right? Like, will that light up again? Mirror interfacing? Nah. Alright, fair enough. We could go check out the map wall, right, at Plaissance's. I like the idea of trying to re-roll on these. Seems like a good move. Alright. We did also raise our learning caps, didn't we? Wait, do we have any purple checks? Yeah, let's do the purple checks. Let's do the Esprit de Corps legendary check on Joyce while we have drugs active, right? Let's try that out. Let's see. Can I get Esprit de Corps higher? I think I can, don't I? Don't I have some cop bullshit I can put on? Yeah, my disco blazer. Okay, that'll do. Oh, shit. My cloak also gives me that, though. Fuck. Alright, that'll have to do then. Fuck it. Let's go say hey to Joyce. Oh, look. A purple check here. Authority. There. Working class drunk. You know what this means, right? Case solved. Discard thought. What? Case solved? Who's Dick Mullen now? I am. Cracked it. All in a good day's work. Wait, what did I crack exactly? What do you mean, what did I crack? Look at how working class that drunk is. It's her husband, the missing husband. It's the future leader of a proletarian uprising. It's, some third option? Oh, is this her husband? Yes, and you found him. Now go and tell the working class woman. Protect and serve, recruit. Give me a champagne, I'm going in. This doesn't add up. I'm only making a fool of myself. Let's say that, because fuck authority. Do marriages make any sense? Does honor? You're not a filthy philosopher. You're an officer of the law. It's time to ace this case and not brood over your reputation. We can deal with the perception management later. Huh. I'm tempted to discard this one, right? Because it's from authority. This isn't really one that I want to entertain. This is nonsense. Discard the thought. Not honorable, recruit. Not honorable at all. Wow, our first one that we discarded. Is this guy really interactable now? T's ain't shit. T's shit ain't nothing to me. So he says. Who is T? So this is her husband? Or what? Probably not. We're probably just tripping on authority or whatever. Okay. Let's roll on up over here. There we are. Oh, has this grown anymore? Cindy's art? I don't think so. Let's see. Let's check in with Joyce. See if we can perform a legendary esprit de corps. Hey, Joyce.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
She takes a sip from her silvery thermal cup. Oh yeah, we can talk about all this shit. Okay. Which one was it, though? Fuck. Huh. Fuck, yeah, which one was it? Where do we have to go through to get it? It won't tell us anymore. It was a legendary check in here somewhere. Tell me again about this drug trafficking. Let's talk about the boat. Tell me about Wild Pines. What do you do? Let's see. How about Wild Pines? Was that it? Tell me something else. How about the strike? That's all. Okay, the drug trafficking. Shit. No, what could it be? Maybe it was Wild Pines. So what do they do? This is all stuff we've heard before. Okay, something else. I've got more questions about reality, maybe? Oh, there it is, esprit de corps. Oh, and conceptualization. Hi, holy shit. Okay. We'll do this. So this is... I've got more questions about reality. More lessons in basic reality? She's positively surprised. My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything. Esprit de corps legendary, 14. What is think of something close to you? Esprit de corps, 7, high, 83%. +1 because RCM authority comes from Coalition. +1 RCM Kim debrief done. Oh, our end of day debrief for the first day. And because we know now that RCM's authority exists because of the Coalition even existing in the first place. Having, like, conquered, I guess, the area. Alright, what is think of something close to you? Success! Esprit de corps legendary success. 6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner Emil Mullins whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset in Martinez?" "Yeah, he lost his mind," Tilbrook answers, finger on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls on it slowly now. "He'll find it again. We always do." What am I? You're an officer of the RCM, she says energetically. The Revachol Citizens Militia? Precisamundo. Good, and what is the Revachol Citizens Militia? Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol detective? Yes, the lieutenant steps in to make a gesture encompassing you both. We are the Revachol Citizens Militia. Are we? We are. You said de facto. Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. What do you mean? That's it for the who I am part, then. What do you mean? The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin. So international law is ending? If it's in its twilight hours? What do you mean? The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer, and Ailments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital. Okay. But we don't really know anything about these 3 acts. Emergency, Wayfarer, and... not ailments, aliments. Alright. And this is 3 pieces of legislation that keep the city in a laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital. So for the benefit of the coalition, right? Oh, the lieutenant. All 3 are good to know. The lieutenant looks up from his notes. When we're out policing. So I'm basically a lackey of capital? So I'm basically a thrall to foreign interests? So I'm basically one of the good guys. So I'm basically going to avoid this subject and ask the next question in this line of inquiry? So I'm basically a lackey of capital? There's nothing basic about your role, detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers like it. She leans in. Yet on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you. Why? The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear pile meltdown. They called it the international zone, because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. She smiles. They will never forgive you. Huh. Interesting. There's nothing basic about your role. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent provisional rulers likes it. Yet on the other hand, they hate me. Why? Because after the revolution, the decade following the revolution, everything went to fucking hell, right? The gang warfare, botched privatization, and the meltdown. And no one wanted to claim responsibility. None of the nations that interfered, that were part of the coalition, that had conquered this area, wanted to claim responsibility when it all went fucking sideways, after, I presume, their mismanagement, right? But the RCM, the citizens' militia, stepped in and was able to restore peace through some means. And they hate that we did it, and they did not, right? That's somewhat of an exaggeration, the lieutenant interjects. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. He coughs. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Intrude. Please continue. Huh. So that's his take on it. The lieutenant is a little bit more forgiving of the coalition, huh? 5 XP. Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol. Thank you, ma'am. Say nothing. Back to those basic terms of reality, then. I don't know if I should thank her. Say nothing. And if those authorities drink so hard they need the help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I am here to help. She bows and smiles. Alright, let's try this. Conceptualization Impossible 20. What is reach for something fundamental? Now, because we completed jamais vu, that thought, and what was that again? Derealization. Jamais vu, the opposite of déjà vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar appears strange and new. Maybe that's what I have sometimes. You know, when I'm playing games and I forget what the fuck happened? When I'm playing a game that I'm like, yeah, I've played this before, but wow, I don't remember any of this. Maybe I have this. Is this like a real condition? It's called forgetfulness. It's called, what's it called? Dementia. Good God. That feeling you've been having, and for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce about this. What world are we in? This is the fundamental question. Okay. Let's ask her. What is reach for something fundamental? Success. Conceptualization, impossible success. What is all of this? The scent, the sound, the air. What world is this? What world? The fading pearls of her eyes look to the sea. The only one, I suppose. The world of matter and its pale antipode. Inland Empire, easy success. The camera of her mind glides over the surface of the water. What do you see? Great bodies of water, forest-covered surfaces, clusters of light where the cities lie. You've seen the montage. We all have. This world is enough, she concludes. Shivers challenging success. A frisson lifts the hair on the back of your arm. Wind sweeps the surface of the bay. The wind is sweeping the waters. The world is a suzerainty. Huh. Of Revachol. Huh. Huh. I guess so, right? What it's saying is that what happened or is happening in Revachol is in many ways a microcosm of what's going on in the rest of the world as a whole. Right? Is that what I should read from that? That's what I'm reading from that. Anyway, Joyce says, there's a term of endearment they coined for it. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, these archipelagos included, what is it? Elysium. Wait, is this the one with the evil apes? Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment. This world does not deserve a term of endearment. Wait, is this the one with the evil apes? Not in this case, no. That sounds more like something the Mask petro-fascists might say. Her gaze wanders. Her eyes return to you. It isn't enough to call us animals. Even animals aren't animals. What are animals, then? They're like you and I suppose. Living organisms don't identify with abstractions. Elysium is for particular beings. Huh. Let's go back up to this. There's a term of endearment they coined for it. And what was she referring to? Right, the planet. An endearing term for the planet. In the DeLorean century, when humanity was high on this world, discovering more and more of it, so like their equivalent of the age of discovery or exploration, discovering more and more of it, they discovered these archipelagos. So are there not people who were indigenous to these archipelagos, to Revachol? Like, dating further and further back? No, surely. Let's see. What is it? Elysium. Not in this case, huh? Okay. So Elysium is the name of the planet. Okay. Elysium. The world needs a term of endearment. This world does not deserve a term of endearment. Let's be sad. This world does not deserve a term of endearment. There are those who would call it hell. What is hell? A term of hatred that originates, like many such things, with the Mask petro-fascists. I don't feel like I have got the whole picture yet. I've got a clear picture. Let's proceed to another term. I don't feel like I have got the whole picture yet. Oh, you want a picture of the world? She raises her finger to her lips. There is no complete set yet, dear. They're having some trouble reaching orbit. Really? Huh. How come? Great things are difficult to achieve. For now, we're viewing the world from the inside, sideways. How about it's a ball? Inside sideways? What shape is this world then? Inside sideways? What shape is this world then? We used to think it was a sphere, but that is beginning to look less and less likely by the day. You wouldn't know it from the tabloids, but the ORG nations have been launching weather balloons into the lower ionosphere since the 30s. Encyclopedia Trivial Success. ORG, Occident, Revachol, Grodd. Ah. There's a steadily increasing trickle of images between the big three scientific contributors. They're piecing together a dark gray corona. A dark gray corona? Yes, she pauses. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There's that again. So it can't be like a radiation zone, right? What is it then? Ocean? No, because she refers to it differently. How much of our Earth in real life is covered by ocean? Isn't it like it's something around 72, 80%, right? Or am I tripping? It's like 70 to 80% covered in water, right? Okay. Pale covers 72% of the surface. There are gray flares and prominences, even arcs above entire isolas. The images are blurry, but if there was a sphere in there, it certainly looks like it fractured a long time ago. Half-light, easy success. A cold fear seeps into you. Oh my god, wait. What the hell are you telling me? The Pale? What do you mean, Corona? Oh my god, wait, what the hell are you telling me? You seem to be spooked. Please don't be. Her voice becomes homely, calm. She lets a moment pass. The Pale? And what do you mean, Corona? They say there is a rarefied envelope of matter surrounding the darkened disk of our planet. That is, if we are still living on a planet. Or, to speak more plainly, imagine vast swaths of land disrupted by nothingness. I am sorry, dear. She looks around. It must be quite terrifying through the acute encephalopathy. Even scientific positivism isn't entirely convinced what we're dealing with here. But this is one of the great questions of our time. Maybe, when they get the complete set together, it will jolt us out of our rut, bring us together, however naive that may sound. A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together. Okay, then everything will be okay? A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together. So are we like... Is that why we have the apocalypse cop shit? Are we like slowly trudging toward like a global apocalypse or whatever? With regards to the Pale? What the fuck? Alright. A fractured corona doesn't feel like it's going to bring anyone together. You have misimagined it. I don't have the power to convey to you the effect and geometry of the images that depict our world from below low orbit. It's... She looks up. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very disco. You'd love it. Well, if you say it's disco, doesn't sound like any kind of disco I'd like to go to. I don't care about disco. I only care about the commune. I'm down for 1 or 3. Let's go with this. I don't care about disco. I only care about the commune. 5 XP. See? Everyone finds something worth holding on to in the world, however wasted its opportunities. Shivers, medium success. The cold seeps into you. The air is heavy with 80% humidity. Inland Empire, easy success. Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there, on whatever this all is. Your arms hang down by your sides. The lieutenant observes you both, silently. He adjusts his glasses. You said pale. What is pale? The Pale is not, technically speaking, part of reality. Yes, the lieutenant looks at his watch. Also, I think we've had enough excitement for today. Remember, we have a cadaver to attend to. Of course, Lieutenant. She bows and turns to you. Let's try something else. I don't want to. I want to know what the Pale is. What do you mean it's not part of reality? Okay, then. I don't want to. I want to know what the Pale is. I don't think your colleague would appreciate that. He has already been so patient with this whole exercise. New task. Talk to Joyce about the Pale without Kim. Oh, shit. So we have to do it when he goes to sleep. Let's continue with something else, all right? She leans against the railing. You can ask about anything else in the world. Anything. Suggestion, medium success. But she wants to tell you. Volition, medium 10. Ask for Kim to step away while you discuss the Pale. Why doesn't Kim want us to talk about the Pale? Does it make him uncomfortable? Is he, like, prone to existential crises or something? Like, does the idea that the world might be ending or something very slowly terrify him? Like, terrify him more than normal? Volition medium 10. Ask for Kim to step away while you discuss the Pale. 97% chance, high volition, and he trusts me. Hey. Volition medium success. Good idea. Just ask him. He won't make a scene. Kim, can I talk to the ma'am alone for a second? Fine. He steps away with his notes. See? What can he do? You're a grown man. Now, what is the Pale? Are you sure you're sure? Your colleague seemed adamant. Yes, what is the Pale? Okay, she concedes. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the isolas. It is the inter-isolary mass. Oh. So they aren't trapped between water. What? So that's why they aren't called islands then. That's why they're called isolas, because they're islands inside of the Pale. I see. Oh my, and that's why, remember earlier? Inter-isolary communication and stuff was such a hard thing to do? Right? Is the Pale flat? Or does it have, like, vertical... is it vertical at all? Like, is there a way to navigate the Pale? Yeah, there must be, right? Because we've heard that, some people walk naked in it or whatever, right? Wait, and what is an isola? Isola is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries we have discovered 7. Mundai, So, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this, Inselind. And Inselind is an oceanic isola. It comprises mostly of water. Mundai is the largest, Katla the coldest, Inselind the bluest. What can I say? She stops. Each is perishing and dear. My God, okay. I understand. So it's like a different form of matter in their world or whatever, right? Not even form of matter, it's a different, I don't know, maybe you would say matter. No, it's a different kind of, like, otherworldly substance. We don't know what it is. Is it liquid? Is it gas? Is it solid? Is it something else? I don't know. How do you get to the other ones, though? Okay. What is the Pale like? Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness. Is it here? Look around. What are its physical qualities? If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from isola to isola? Wow, it's going to answer all the questions I just had, huh? How much Pale is there compared to the world? And how do we know the world when the world ends? Or, like, if the world isn't a sphere, if we thought it was, but now we're thinking that it might be a disk? What the fuck? This is so weird and cool. Alright. Is it here? Look around. No, detective, we're safe. She points at the sea. It begins there. 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isola. Huh. And I bet that's why, when our Shivers tries to go further, it meets a barrier. Because we're completely surrounded by Pale. It's not just like an area that's like a... Oh, what do they call it in fucking Stalker? A no entry, no good time zone. a place where there was nuclear fallout or whatever. No, it's not even fallout. Or radiation. It's something completely different. It's like, it's a metaphysical power, apparently. Alright, interesting. Continue. Inland Empire medium success. As your gaze instinctively turns north, a small black pit opens up in your stomach. 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world. And point north. There? 6,000 kilometers from the end of the world? Yes, that is enough. Many cities built much closer. And point north. There. An uproar of matter, darling, rising into the Pale, rolling, evaporating, a great vision. The area of transition between the world and the Pale is called Porch Collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. She closes her eyes and breathes out heavily. The most disco thing you will ever see. Half-light, medium success. You could hear her pulse rise. The air feels caustic and cold suddenly. What are its physical qualities? It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical numbers. Stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible. What the fuck? Huh. It's just like an area where creation doesn't exist, right? And no laws of anything exist, because it just doesn't exist. It's the lack of existence, right? Isn't that what she said earlier? I'm kind of thinking of it like as someone who has created a world, like the game creator or whatever. It is part of the world that you have not created. Nothing exists there. Huh. But could there potentially be something that exists there? Because that's the difference, right? If you're creating a world in a place where there is nothing, you could always potentially devise there to be something there, right? But what I really wonder is it vertical? Right? Like in the title screen, that shit that we see in the distance, the title screen I use for the outro all the time, when I put up like, oh yeah, here's the full playlist and all that stuff. I play the like melancholic music from the title screen. Is that wavy shit? Is that the Pale in the distance? Like if our character were able to look into the horizon at a certain time of day, would we be able to see it like some kind of fucked up, horrific version of the Aurora Borealis? Huh. If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola? Oh, her lungs deflate. Her words sound like a sigh. So difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. How do we bounce radio waves if nothing exists? How do we do that? Oops, hit my mic. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost. or having our minds damaged. The Pale can damage the mind. Extensively. How? Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. What? They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history, even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past. What does this over-radiation feel like? It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year. Logic, easy success. It's more for her. Way more. You're not a civilian passenger? No, nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entroponetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually. Empathy medium success. Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories. Are you over-radiated? Up to my gills, officer. Ooh. What is entroponetic? Entroponetics, she corrects, is a scientific discovery of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grodd. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain. Did they cross it? The Western Plain? There are signs of proto-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years. What has entroponetics changed, then? Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later on. Aerostatic craft? Hybrid airships, detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. Once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale. Right. Of course. But how does the craft even exist? How? If everything begins to stop existing. What the fuck? Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended. What the fuck? Alright, continue. In essence, we throw them in, and they come out on the other end, if we throw them precisely. If we do not, then they don't. How much Pale is there compared to the world? The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There's more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping. Slipping how? To our detriment, or... What do you think, detective? She looks you in the eye. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've already figured this one out, right? It's shrinking. There's more and more of the world. It's growing. There's more and more of the Pale. Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. Oh, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, in our world, existence, like the universe, ever expanding and shit, with more of it beginning to exist and exist, which may lead up to something terrifying, right? Don't some people think that? That something may occur, like you get more black holes or dark matter begins to show up more frequently as it expands uncontrollably, right? Or is that off? That might be off. But either way, it's the inverse of what we have going on, where it's continually shrinking and shrinking. That's terrifying. All right, continue. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists. It's not extreme at all. It's going to happen. Cover everything. That can't be. Where would we go? Stay silent. That can't be. Where would we go? Also, remember when we were talking to our ancient reptilian brain in the limbic system? Going back to this being a disc. It referred to this as a ball, right? Is it because it was our brain and limbic system that we had a misunderstanding of the situation? What I'm wondering is if that information given to us there is all contained within our person, or if it includes information about the world itself, right? That our character would have known. Or would not have known, even. Anyway. Cover everything. That can't be. Where would we go? Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same. Inland Empire medium success. Off we go. You see the hanged man's mouth open. Off we go, into the wild Pale yonder. One and all, she closes her eyes. They say Pale is death, but for the universe. Fuck. Oh my god. Inland Empire. Why should we just leave, and the world get left behind? Jesus Christ. Let's return to reality, please. Yes, sweet reality. She stomps her foot. But before we do, tell me, Detective. Is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything? Nothing. Just alcohol fumes and blackout. I sometimes sense vague shadows of the past, and it's not good. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. I'm down with 2 or 3. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. Beyond curious. Tell me, what do you think of the Pale? It's terrifying. You were right. It's disco. It will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force. Perhaps too powerful. But still, they have it coming. I'm worried. I have to say, it doesn't sound very liberal to me. I don't know how you've all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. Who am I to think anything of it? It's terrifying. Her eyes tense. Crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you, your bloodshot eyes and swollen face. You really didn't know? This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then... She stops mid-sentence. I'll handle it. It's under control. This investigation will be my masterpiece. The one they remember me by. I promise. Yes, I'm in serious trouble here. It'll be a fucking disaster. I know it. All those people will die. Let's spiral out of control. It'll be a fucking disaster, I know it. Steel yourself, officer, she says in a reassuring manner. Your colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. He is competent. I checked up on him. And you also have me. I will try to assist you in any way I can. Empathy, easy success. Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here. Task complete. Talk to Joyce about the pail without Kim. 30 XP. Even if we do, have one basic term at a time. She gives you a slight bow. Even if we have to do it, one basic term at a time. Good. The lieutenant returns. You have not passed out from it. Perhaps I worried for nothing. Are we still on the reality lowdown, or should we do actual police work now? You needn't have worried. That was fucking insane, Kim. Right. Let's get to work, Lieutenant. Some more reality lowdown before we go. That was fucking insane. Yes, well, he thinks. The rest of us have dealt with it for thousands of years, so... He looks around, a little uncomfortable now. Esprit de corps, easy success. You will have to deal with it too, the lieutenant thinks. This is why I didn't want you to know. Oh. He didn't want me to know because he's afraid of it. Well, he is afraid. Partially because he is afraid of it, yeah. He didn't want me to know, not because he himself would have a reaction to it, but because he's already terrified of it. He thinks that it's such a terrible thing in this world that he thought that maybe this was one of the few good things about me losing my mind, is that I wouldn't have this sort of additional existential crises to contend with. Right? Because not only do you have to concern yourself with yourself and your loved ones, friends, and all that dying someday, but also just the world itself, very slowly but very clearly being annihilated. Everything, right? With seemingly very little hope for any escape. Terrifying. Because I think even in real life, sometimes we have that fear. I know I do. I think, I still don't really know how to contend with existential crises myself. In fact, I don't know if many people do at all. Like it said earlier, sometimes maybe the best way to deal with it is to just ignore it. Certainly, sometimes I do that when I like go to play a game or something, or watch a show, or even just like hang out with a friend or family or loved one or something. Sometimes it's just to not have your mind on that awful shit, right? Good God. I don't even know where I was going. This is very grim. All right, right. Let's get to work, Lieutenant. But yeah. In the real world, we often have thoughts of like, oh, a lot of people will hold on to the idea that, yeah, people know that someday the sun is going to obliterate our planet that we live on. Someday in the far distant future, and nothing will ever be remembered. But people hold on to the idea that maybe we'll get to some other place, right? But at the same time, like I said, isn't there that creeping knowledge that we're not really sure what will happen as the universe continually expands and more entropy is introduced? Isn't that like one of the big ultra long-term things that we're contending with? And like we don't know what exists beyond our universe, because if the universe is expanding, that means there must be a limit to it, right? I don't know. It's all stuff that I don't understand, and that's what makes it so scary, huh? God. All right. What a great fucking and incredible game to make someone think about this. Fuck me. All right. Let's get to work, Lieutenant. Good luck, detectives. She nods you goodbye. And it ties back into themes that we were exploring with our character, right? Earlier we were having, when we passed out after reading whatever from our loved one, after we fainted or whatever, had some sort of attack, either a panic attack or cardiac arrest or something, I have no idea, but we fainted and fell sideways. Remember, one of the things was that the case is all that we have, right? We're doing the case because it's all we have, right? We're going through these motions because what else is there to do? I don't know. How fucking depressing, huh? Jesus Christ. I don't know about you all, but sometimes this game gets me in a fucking depressed mood. But I kind of like it at the same time. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of like misery and tragedy sometimes. Alright, well, until next time. When next we come back, we'll probably... I don't even know. We've still got some white checks we could try and fill out. We could check in... Oh, right, the body, we could check in with the racist man. Now that we can pass red checks, right? We could check in with Measurehead to try and get the body down. We've got all that stuff available. Maybe we'll do that. Yeah, that seems like a plan. Or we could go looking for the gun, right? If we got our gun, we could totally shoot it down, but the only person we know who may or may not have the gun is the dude who wants us to use the racist man to get the body down. We're probably just gonna have to deal with the racist man, right? Such is life. We will have to deal with the racist man. Alright, until next time, please, take care of each other.